And then Fear Factor, what was the work schedule like for that one?
3 days a week, but constant. We did, 1 year, 34 episodes, I think, maybe 36.
That's a ton.
Oh, we just shit it out. It's like while America was eating, we were shitting on that plate.
Which they should, though, because that show was so clean, right? You find contestants, you set up the game.
It was very easy.
Bang.
It was very easy to do initially, but then the second version of it, when it came back in 2011 or something like that, that version was a real problem because that version they were ramping it up. The stunts were way more difficult, way more dangerous. I was freaking out at a couple of them. I was like, "This is getting rough." Like bungee jumps off of fucking helicopters in the middle of a canyon, launching people on these bungee jumps. Like there was some crazy shit.
I think the eating stuff always got to me.
Yeah.
People eating the bugs, I was always like, how much money did you win on that show? I can't remember.
You could win. Well, there was a couple of shows where people won $1 million.
Damn.
But even when you win $1 million, you don't really win $1 million. You win $1 million before the government comes in, steals everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Plus, is there something for winning it on a game show? Like, do you have some more taken out because it's a winning or something?
I don't know. It's a lot. Like, if someone won 50,000, which was a normal week, they would really take home 34.
Damn.
The government doesn't eat any animal dicks.
Damn.
They don't jump off any buildings.
No.
And they just steal 16 grand from you.
I remember the animal dicks now. That was my favorite.
We did that in Griffith Park.
Eating animal dicks in the park, dude.
Served up some animal dicks.
That's fucking crazy. What a crazy show. Thinking back, the liability on that fucking thing.
What's really crazy is it all happened post September 11, like right afterwards.
Yeah.
That's when it aired. And it was a preposterous show, like from the jump. And I always thought it was going to be canceled. And it was a giant hit. It was a giant hit.
Huge show.
And like immediately it was a hit. I was like, this is so stupid. The show is so stupid. And the reason why.
But it was awesome.
I got the gig was because I made fun of it. Like everybody else was trying to like be spooky. Like they're like, the fear is a factor for you. And I came into this meeting. I was high as fuck. I came into this meeting and they were telling me what they wanted to do. One of the casting directors, guy Jeff from NBC, hooked up the meeting. And he thought I would be a good fit for it because I was, I'd just been on NBC for news radio. And then I came into this meeting. I was like, what are you going to do? I'm like, you're going to sick dogs on people. I'm like, this is like a, like a bit in an act.
Yeah.
This is like a bit of like where it goes terribly wrong. You're gonna make people eat animal dicks. You're gonna sick dogs on people. You're gonna throw people off buildings. I'm like, this is like The Running Man. Like,
right, it's Idiocracy.
Yeah,
it's terrible.
It was before Idiocracy was even a movie. I was like, this is the most insane idea for a television show I've ever heard. This is going to be canceled immediately, and I'm going to have all this material about. Remember when I used to host Fear Factor?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, 160 fucking episodes later, we did 148 episodes, and then we did another. I think we did 6 or 7, but only 6 aired because one of them was the one when they had to drink cum.
No shit.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
A jug of cum.
Who made it?
Donkey.
They're like from Joe Rogan.
Donkey. Yeah, my own cum. Took me a year to fill up everyone's stein.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Donkey cum.
And
yeah.
they
put a cattle prod up a donkey's asshole.
Yeah.
And they would come like, they'd zap them in the old testes, and they just shoot buckets. Yeah, and they played horseshoes. So they played horseshoes, and you could never win. Like, even if you made like a ringer and you like you would have to drink 1 ounce. But if you fucked up, you were drinking like 10, 11, 12 ounces.
What?
These are jugs of cum. Yeah. So what happened was.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah.
I remember this.
What happened was. The TMZ folks got a hold of the pictures of these people drinking cum early, and then it became this giant fear that like people are like, what? Like, there's no way this is real. Like, this is a joke, right? No, and it turns out they really did make them drink cum. Yeah,
Look at you.
Look at that. They chugged down. Yeah, I encourage those girls. One of them had to drink piss, and the other one had to drink cum.
This is this was a real
insane.
TV show.
It was insane. Look at these guys are drinking cum.
Look how much cum they're drinking.
A jug o' cum.
It's just like a stein, like you said.
Yeah, and he just choked it down. His brother is right next to him, his twin brother, helping him choke down cum.
How much money?
Not enough.
34 grand?
Whatever they win, it's not enough. Even if they won $1 billion. Even if Warren Buffett sucks their dick. And then like immediately you get to throw up. And these poor girls are jumping in. Here's what's interesting. Girls chose the cum over the urine.
Well, duh. I mean, yeah, we're cum drinkers by nature. You learn to do this shit when you're 15, man. Oh, she's been training her whole life for this moment.
So hard. So hard to imagine that was a real show.
I know, looking back now.
Yeah.
But at the time, everybody watched this. It was normal.
Well, this was the one that killed it.
Yeah,
that episode killed it. Damn. And now Ludacris took it over.
Damn, homie.
But Ludacris is doing like whoa, is it fear factor if you leave your house without your phone? Like,
right.
Like what do they do? They don't do anything.
Yeah, right.
There's nothing scary. Is it still on? Are they doing season 2 now?
There's definitely no
At their
Donkey
YouTube page,
Kong.
I figured something would be uploaded recently.
Maybe it was a hit. Maybe I don't know. Luda. They came to me though before this. I'm like, bitch, there's not enough money. You don't have enough money
to go. Like, you would never host it again.
No.
Really?
It's over. It's over. I did it.
Yeah, you done that shit.
Yeah, I'm so not interested.
Well,
but I'm glad I did do it.
It was great for the time. I mean, that was a huge thing, and I mean,
but it's good. It was good because it was money. That's what it was good for. It was good because I didn't have to worry about money.
Yeah.
And then when you don't have to worry about money, like you don't worry about your choices comedically. Like I didn't worry like, oh, if I say something, then they're gonna cancel me or fire me from the show, and then I can't do it anymore. That wasn't my concern at all. My concern was like, okay, now I have enough money, so I don't have to worry about not having money, and I already make money doing stand-up. So now I put some money away. So
now you're free.
Now I can do whatever.
Yeah, you're free to create whatever the fuck you want.
Just free to do stand-up and free to do it however I want, and with no worries about Tonight Show sets or any of that fucking nonsense.
Yeah. So wait, so that when you were doing, Fear Factor, was there a thing where you couldn't kind of do your stand-up the way you wanted to? Like you couldn't say certain things? Yeah.
Before that, yeah, and there was some concern with, they had talked to me once about drugs. I talked too much about drugs. Like one of the producers pulled me aside and he's like, you know, you're doing these interviews, you're talking about like these are illegal drugs. I go, yeah, you should do them. You should do DMT. It's good for you.
Right.